this great house on Maljardin, evil lives. Even amongst the dead. And the poison this evil spreads threatens Erica Desmond, who lies frozen in this cryocapsule until the day a scientific miracle returns her to the living and back into the arms of her husband, Jean-Paul Desmond, who has defied powers, real and imagined, to assure his wife's return from beyond the veiled curtain of death. But strange happenings are forcing a decision that could doom Erica Desmond forever.
No, I can't do it! If that capsule is opened, the cold and the life-suspending gases flow out before my very eyes. The flawless beauty of my Erica withers. Her skin blisters and cracks and peels. The flesh turns sour and falls from the bones. No, I can't do it.
But if something has already happened to the little mistress, if perhaps she has been murdered, you owe it to her to find out so that her death could be avenged.
If I open her capsule needlessly, I will be the murderer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. It's all right. I'm just a little jumpy, I guess. We all are. There's so many emanations from the world of the dead, both good and bad. You, don't mind my coming in here, do you? I mean, I'm not spoiling your concentration or anything.
This doesn't require concentration, just patience. A lot of it.
What's on that slide? It has a bad feeling.
The blood from Erica's locket.
If it is her locket.
Keto and I can do.
Raxel, you are the daughter of the priestess of the great serpent. How would you advise me?
Trust no one.
Not even you.
Not even yourself. And if you would alter the balance of the evil forces in this house, you will kill this accursed rabbit.
Blood. It's so deteriorated in structure that it's almost impossible to make out the cell pattern. Only one thing's certain. It's not from the rabbit. It's human blood.
I didn't try to kill Holly, you know.
I didn't say you did.
No, no one's actually said it. But I know what you're all thinking. I know Holly and I never got on very well. Perhaps it's just as much my fault as hers. I know I had a good enough motive for doing it. Her inheritance might seem to be a very great temptation. Especially for someone like myself who isn't, at least on the surface, sentimental.
Please, Mrs. Marshall, calm yourself. Holly is going to get well. That's all that matters now.
It was touch and go there for a moment. Thank the Lord she's young and has a strong heart. And that she had a good doctor on hand. We all thought she was dead and that it was the cyanide. If it had been cyanide, she would have been. But what was in that glass? It's very strange. I've never seen anything like it or even heard of it. Some sort of vegetable poisoning, as far as I can guess. Where it came from is another thing. That's it! It's AB negative. What? It's AB negative. That's the blood type. It's a very rare blood type. And that proves one thing. The blood on the locket was definitely my sister Erica's. Or mine?
It's impossible. I won't believe it.
AB negative. One of the rarest blood groupings. Erica had it. And so do I.
Well, then it was your blood that was on the locket. That's all there is to it.
Are you suggesting that I put my own blood on my sister's locket?
No, I mean that some of your blood could have been gotten by someone.
Oh, like a vampire in the night, you mean?
So we are back to where we started.
No, Master. We are not back where we started. The blood on that locket did belong to my little mistress.
Well, maybe I put the necklace on her neck without realizing it. I perhaps didn't put it on her when I put it in the capsule. It could have happened that way very easily. You see, I had thought I had. You didn't see me do it, did you, Axel?
No.
Keto, did you?
No.
Well, there you are, you see. She could have cut her finger a while before she died, and the blood got on the locket. And maybe I put the locket in the dresser drawer, and it was left there. And in my grief, I didn't know what I was doing, so I gave her another piece of jewelry, which I put around her neck. Now, don't you think that probably is what has happened?
No. That's not the feeling of it at all. The feeling is of something strange and dark, not simple and light.
There is evil in this house. Like a slimy, like a snake. Ugly like a black rabbit. Evil. And you are all becoming its servants.
You think I killed my darling? Is that what you think?
All I know is that there is evil here, and it will not be wiped out by the telling of fairy tales.
You think it was me, don't you?
I do not have that feeling about you. Jean-Paul, please. You're shocked and overwrought. Now you should rest.
Rest. Rest. My Erica lies in a capsule, perhaps murdered. And the rest of you think that either I killed her or perhaps I am mad. AB negative. Erica. Sometimes I think it is you who mock.
Perhaps you should talk to him.
I've tried. It didn't do any good. How about you?
I'd like to, but now that I've identified the blood, perhaps Jean-Paul will let me get back to my other work. If I could only identify the poison that was given Holly, perhaps I could help her to recover quicker. At the moment, I'm much more concerned with helping the living than the dead.
But you're helping Jean-Paul. He's not dead.
Not yet. Not in the body, at all events.
Could I have killed my Erica? Could I have slain my love? That's not possible. Oh, you would like it, Jacques Elwarimon, my bloody murdering ancestor. If it was so, how you would rejoice. But then, if I didn't put the locket in the cryocapsule with Erica as I thought, what other things that I believe as facts, things which are part of my life and experience, may be no more than creeping, malicious, lying fancies? Perhaps I didn't love my Erica at all. Perhaps I hated her.
There are none here that can be trusted, little mistress. None at all. Keto, I am losing patience with you. Your mind seems to be elsewhere. You're dreaming. Oh, you're more interested in that foolish bird of yours than you are in the perils that surround us. The master is the master. I will not deny that. But he cannot be trusted. And you know why he cannot be trusted? Because he cannot trust himself. There is only one here, Keto, whose heart is strong, who will not let the forces of evil stride with their dirty boots through this island. The daughter of the priestess of the great serpent. I am the only one here whose heart is strong, little mistress, and pure. Your love is not lost forever. I am sure of that. But till I have been able to clean the evil from Meljadar, he will not be again the man you loved.
I loved her. I remember how I loved her. There was no world but the world outside. And there was another world, and that was us. Oh, how I loved her. It was so good, so beautiful. But what happened at the end? I can't... Was the necklace with Erica when she was sealed in the capsule? I can't remember.
How's Dr. Carr getting on?
She's still trying to discover what the poison is.
Bottles and test tubes and little steel gadgets for dissecting things. It makes me feel quite sick.
In that sickening place, Mrs. Marshall, Dr. Carr is working very hard to try to save your daughter.
Miss Abbott, I know you've no reason to feel that I bear any great love for Holly. But I'll tell you that things are not always what they appear on the surface.
Funny thing is, I believe her. And the even funnier thing is that I can't make her believe that I believe her.
Her motive is the strongest.
The fortune Holly will inherit from her father. I know, a very obvious motive. But there are other people in this house with other motives. And those motives, though less obvious, may be even more compelling.
Conjure doll and the silver pin. I cannot find them. Each time I search, they elude me. I am thwarted at every turn. The power of evil is growing stronger in the mind and eyes of Jean-Paul, the one we could always turn to for strength and guidance. He even keeps that black rabbit in his room, protecting it when it should be crushed. No, Tito, you cannot use force. Jean-Paul is still the master. And even in the service of the serpent, I will not harm him. But there are other ways than force. Jean-Paul cannot always stay in his... The next time he leaves it, I will go in and get that black rabbit. And you, Quito, will do to it what should be done to all evil demons from the pit. Kill it!
So, you think you may be a murderer, do you?
Well, I knew your absence was too good to last.
I was just giving you a little respite. What's the fun in struggling with an opponent who's all tuckered out?
Your words make no sense. You're no opponent. You are a deadly enemy, vicious one. When I find the strength, I will make sure that you fry in those fires forever.
Excellent! Spoken like a true descendant of Jacques Eloi des Mondes.
I want no kinship with a murderer like you.
Our kinship is a fact of history, not a matter of choice. So, you're having little pangs of conscience, huh?
What do you mean?
Think there's a chance you may have murdered your sweet Erica? That blood was very interesting, wasn't it?
How do you know about that?
How do I know about anything? Perhaps, as I've so often said, I'm a part of you. Perhaps there's no way of hiding from me at any time or in any place.
What do you want?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to know how you were getting on. Finding out about Holly's poison, I mean.
Didn't exactly rush to find out at the first opportunity, did you?
I know that. I was beginning to feel badly about it. The truth is, I just can't stand places like this. Doctors' offices and hospitals and laboratories. I guess it's a kind of phobia. Can't you find out what the poison is?
It seems to defy analysis. There's a factor in it that doesn't answer any of the descriptions of any of the poisons in all these books.
Does it concern Holly? Tell me, I want to know.
Well, there are some poisons that come on strong at first, as this one has done with Holly, and then fade away. And the patient seems to recover, but the recovery is only temporary. I'm frightened for Holly.
So maybe you killed your little love before you put her in that tin coffin, hmm? Maybe there is no pristine, pure body to revive. That's what's been on your mind all day, isn't it?
Even if it had been, I certainly wouldn't tell you.
You can have no secrets from me anyhow. You know, if you ever are thinking of murdering again...
I did not kill her!
All right. Well, whether you did or not, you might want to kill someone else one of these days.
Good night.
All right, run away. But you may find an example of my skill nearer than you know, and sooner than you think.
Now that we have the devil, you know what to do. Kill him! And this time make no mistake! Oh, you fool! You fool! Get it! Get it! Not at all. The silver pin. They may be in there.